औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्यारे बच्चे और बच्चियों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है व्हेन पीपल रेबल 1857 एंड आफ्टर क्लास 8 सब्जेक्ट हिस्ट्री पॉलिसीज एंड द पीपल। In the previous chapter, you looked at the policies of the East India Company and the effect they had on different people: kings, queens, peasants, landlords, tribals, soldiers were all affected in different ways. You have seen how people resist policies and actions that harms their interests or go against their sentiments. Nawabs lose their powers. Since the mid-18th century, Nawabs and Rajas had seen their power erode. They had gradually lost their authority and honors. Residents had been stationed in many courts. The freedoms of the rulers reduced, their armed forces disabled, and their revenues and territories taken away by states. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the company to protect their interests. For example, Rani Lakshmi of Jhansi wanted the company to recognize their adopted son as heir to the king after the death of her husband Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Baji Rao II pleaded that he be given his father's pensions when the latter died. However, the company, confident of its superiority and military power, turned down these pleas. Ayodhya was one of the last territories to be annexed in 1801, and subsidiary alliance was imposed on the Ayodhya, and in 1856 it was taken. Our Governor-General Dizzozi declared that the territory was being misgoverned and British rule was needed to ensure proper administration. The company even began to plan how to bring the Mughal dynasty to an end. The name of the Mughal king was removed from the coins maintained by the company. In 1849, Governor-General Dizzozi announced that after the death of the Bahadur Shah Zafar, the family of the king would be shifted out of the Red Fort and given another place in Delhi to reside. In 1856, Governor-General Canning decided that Bahadur Shah Zafar would be the last Mughal king, and after his death none of his descendants would be recognized as kings. They would just be called princes. The peasants and the spies in the country yard, peasants and zamindars resented the high taxes and the rigid methods of revenue collection. Many failed to pay back their loans to the money lenders and gradually lost the lands they had tilled for generations. The Indian spy and the employee of the company also had reasons for discontent. They were unhappy about their pay, allowances, and conditions of services. Some of the new rules, moreover, violated their religious sensibilities and beliefs. Did you know that in those days many people in the country believed that if they crossed the Shah, they would lose their religion and caste? So when in 1824 the spies were told to go to Burma by the Shah route to fight for the company, they refused to follow the order. Though they agreed to go by the land route, they were severely punished, and since the issue did not die down in 1856, the company passed a new law which stated that every new person who took up employment in the company's army had to agree to serve overseas if required.